So, leaked internal documents from Amazon show that they plan to automate and potentially erase more than 500,000 jobs in the next decade, which is roughly 75% of operations across their fulfillment network. Since 2018, Amazon's US workforce has tripled to nearly 1.2 million employees, and they're now America's second largest employer. But internally, their executives now believe that they can flatten the hiring curve through robotics and automation. They're estimating that they can avoid hiring over 160,000 new workers by 2027, saving about 30 cents on every item picked, packed, and delivered. And by 2033, they expect to sell twice as many products without adding a single new US employee. They've already built a blueprint for what this looks like in action. In Louisiana, Amazon opened one of its most advanced fulfillment centers, and inside, thousands of robots move, pack, and ship items with very little human involvement. Because of this, that warehouse employed 25% fewer people last year than a comparable warehouse would have. Now, Amazon plans to replicate that model across 40 more facilities by 2027, and they're already preparing for the backlash. Internal comms show that Amazon has advised their employees to avoid using terms like AI or automation when speaking publicly, and instead use softer phrases like advanced technology or cobots, short for collaborative robots. They also discussed increasing their visibility in local communities with things like sponsoring parades or supporting Toys for Tots to reinforce their image as a good corporate citizen in areas where jobs could disappear. If Amazon succeeds in all this, the ripple effects will be big. MIT economist and Nobel laureate Darren Acemoglu notes that once Amazon figures out how to do this profitably, other major companies like Walmart and UPS will.
Here's my thing, okay? I mean, the whole AI thing, the robot thing, I don't know. I don't have any good opinions on it because it's like it seems inevitable. So I don't even know what to think about it. But what I wanted to talk about is the boycott thing. Okay, what I want to talk about is the boycott thing, where I find it's amazing. A while back, right, when the whole China tariffs, where it was a big thing, when it just started, I said I loved it. I think our problem is over-consuming. Okay, Americans have a problem with overconsumption. That is a problem, right? Because China makes a whole lot of cheap shit, right? They make a whole lot of cheap shit to sell to America. Cheap shit on cheap labor, right? So that's what Amazon does. That's what Amazon does, essentially, okay? So now they're trying to replace their labor with cheaper labor. So here's the thing where to say, oh, let's boycott Amazon. Okay, but they also want to boycott Target, Walmart, Starbucks, whatever. And you know what? I don't mind. I say go for it. Because I honestly think that Americans consuming less is good, right? It's good for everyone, in my opinion, right? It's good. You spend less, you save more, hopefully. You're not producing more shit into the environment, throwing more crap. But I find it to be impossible, in my opinion. I believe Americans would be impossible because we are a heavy consumer. I think we are number one or number two in consumption. So if you boycott Amazon, if you boycott Walmart, Target, where will you buy your shit, right? I mean, there's no mom and pop stores like that. Where would people buy stuff? I mean, to be honest, I hope people stop it, right? I hope consumption will cut down drastically. But I don't know. I think people are too weak when it comes to consumption. Right? I think people are too weak when it comes to consumption. So, I mean, maybe if you boycott everything, you consume less. But I'm saying in the way that I don't think no one will boycott anything. I think none of these people will boycott anything. Because in my opinion, the people who says all that stuff, none of them are working for Amazon. Okay? None of them are working for Amazon. So really, when people are not affected